dude, like yesterday was the 1 month anniversary of Up, I believe, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask, man, because New Medicine, they were away for a while. I know that their singer was doing country music there, back. How did this partnership come up? Because you guys have done a couple of songs and videos together.
Well, Jake's one of my best friends, so we're together a lot. And you know, sometimes when you're friends and you're two artists, sometimes we're out to dinner and we're just hanging out, and I'm like, yo, I got this lyric I've been thinking of.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if you know the history too, but Jake is our producer. So
okay.
Yeah, so the singer of New Medicine essentially has produced the last couple of records that we made. So he's been producing our records, and we just got a great relationship. So
nice.
The way that Up happened and the way that Own It happened is we were kind of just hanging out, you know, having a good time, he was in Vegas. And the idea came up, right? I was like, man, I've got this lyric up, and he was like, that's an awesome lyric. So I came back to hang out with him the next day in Vegas, and he was like, check this out. And he had made the music. He played me the music for the first time, the horn section.
Yeah.
And I loved it, man. I was like, this is so cool. And then from there, we just made magic. So, you know, we're always together. We're together pretty often, and sometimes when we get together, this is what happens, you know.
And what I love about both songs, especially Up, it is so sonically different from anything else you guys have really done. It's New Medicine as well, man. It's definitely a different musical style. It's different, so it really takes you off guard, and it's really cool. You know, was that something you guys wanted to do?
That's what we want to do at this point in our career, right? We want to just get in the studio and have limitless.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to have limits. We don't want to have, like put ourselves in a box, right?
Yeah.
And I guess, you know, ultimately you pay the piper for that sometimes, right? We haven't been on the radio in a long time on rock. We haven't been on Octane in a long time, and it's because I think some of the risks we've been taking sonically, but I think that it's still benefiting us because look at how much our fan base is growing from taking that sonic risk. Yeah,
and you guys are still independent, right? I know you went out on your own a few years ago. I mean, that's one good thing that comes with being independent is a lot of times those labels and producers and labels bring in kind of try to box you into what you did on Homeschool and Stuck and stuff. And, you know, when you're on your own, you can really venture out because you're really your own boss now. You just do what you want, it seems like, you know?
Totally. You know, that's what we do. We get in the studio and we just have a good time, right? Yeah. We're not really worried about what anyone else thinks. We're not really sitting there, thinking about giving our songs to a record label executive to kind of judge it. Like we don't really wake up and think, whoa, are they going to like it? Is anyone else going to like it? You know, we just get up and do our thing, right? Or if an idea comes, it's very natural the way it happens, you know. We're also not going out of the way saying we want to sound like we're not like trying to make any type of certain sounding record. Like we just get together and have fun, and this is what comes of it, you know?
Yeah, and with Shine On, that's exactly what you did. You got so many songs that sound different from each other. You got your songs that, you know, that's an Adelitas Way song, but you know, you've got other stuff on that record that is out of left field that is definitely not what fans would expect to hear. Aside from, you know, the acoustic, you know, reimaginings of some of the older songs, but, you know, the Habit, Down for Anything, My Derailment, dude, the record kicks ass.
Thank you.
I fucking love it.
Thank you.
You know?
That's what we're trying to make, man. We're trying to make records that people can just listen to all the way through. Nothing. You don't want a linear sound on your record. You don't want everyone to be like, sounds like a predictable Adelitas Way track, you know?
Yeah.
We like getting in there and taking risks. We like getting in there and trying new things. And we like getting in there and trying to really break the barrier. And it's worked for us. Look, our fan base has grown at a rate that I think is really not being recognized by the rest of our industry. You know, it's like we've been it feels like almost blackballed from certain types of events that come along with rock that we were a part of.
Right.
You know, and it almost feels like they're ignoring the fact that we're one of the fastest growing bands in the genre, period.
That's because you're doing it without their help. You're doing it without anybody. You're doing it on your own, and that's like, people don't do that now, it seems like.
It almost seems to bother a certain type of the industry, right? There's certain people in this industry that almost seem to be bothered that we're having this much success independently. Yeah,
it's weird. But you guys are playing Blue Ridge, which is like fucking ridiculous big festival. Like it's
which was by fan request. They got so many requests for us.
They had to put you on it, man. They had to do it.
They recognized it. They recognized how many requests they were getting for us.
Nice.
Which is great.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah, and the fans appreciate different stuff, though. I mean, you guys have, before you went independent, you'd built that fan base up, so you have the trust from the fans. Like, it's going to be good. It's different, and Habit is one of the songs that stands out. It's so different. Like, you can dance to that one, man. Like, that is just...
Yeah.
Fucking love it. Had you guys been wanting to do a song like that for a while, or did that just come out?
It just kind of came out, man. It just kind of came out. I was feeling it. I was kind of feeling the groove, and we like I said, we always want to just come, do what comes naturally to us, and also push the boundaries. And with Habit and with Down for Anything, and just even what it takes, it's like, you could scare yourself out of trying those songs. You could say, oh man, our fans aren't going to like the hip hop influence. Our fans aren't going to like the dance beat to it. Our fans aren't going to like the fact that it makes you dance. Everyone wants this hard, kind of angry, kind of angsty, kind of like sad, kind of approach to rock music. And honestly, too, man, I've got kids. I'm 38 years old. I'm too grateful to be just always writing some kind of pissed off anthem, right? Yeah. Sometimes you got to let people know that life is great. Sometimes you got to let people know just the positive sides of what we do, right? You could for how many years did you hear how hard it was and how the music industry is this industry that beats you down? There's nothing good that comes of it. It's like, well, we're independent, and we're talking about the good side of the industry. We're talking about the fact that we have 300 million streams independently, and what does that lead? That leads you feeling like I will not be stopped. That leads you to feeling like own it, and these kind of songs, they give you a little bit of swag, right? It's like you want to talk about what it's like being a rock star. It's like, well, since we found our independence, we've definitely been able to live that quality of life, right? We found a new quality of life. When we were making those early records, the first record, Homeschool and stuff, we were signed to Capitol Records, and we were like depressed, man. We were broke. We were working 9 months out of the year for no money. We were getting taken advantage of by the whole industry. And then people want to be mad at us because we had enough of that. You want to ban us from festivals. You want to not play us on the radio just because we were tired of being taken advantage of. And I'm not. The trade-off for those things is living the good life. So I'd rather live the good life, have the fans, have the streams, have the money coming in, being able to live that kind of rock star life I always dreamed of, than being on stage in front of 50,000 people and being poor and depressed.
And honestly, man, the festivals are fun, but I personally did. I love the smaller shows, the club shows. You're so close. It's intimate. It's more. Those shows get crazier. Like the Vogue here in Indianapolis, where I saw you guys play with Fozzy, and Pierre's up in Fort Wayne. Like, dude, like, it doesn't have to be a 50,000 person festival for it to be fun.
No, those are the fans that give you a career. When you're playing in front of the 400 people, 1,000 people at these theaters and Fort Wayne, and these are the fans that are going to build your career. The people at the festivals, they're there watching 50 bands. If you walk away with 100 extra fans, 200 extra fans that are obsessed with your band from those things, it's worth it. But is it worth signing your whole life away to get on those? No. Is it worth having no creative freedom? Is it worth not seeing any of the money that comes in off your blood, sweat, and tears? It's not. No. We did it. We went through that. So we're very grateful. We're looking towards the future. We are setting the standard for what the future is going to be for other artists, and we're proud to stand for this.
Man, one thing I love about Shine On is you brought back one of my favorite Adelitas Way songs, where it might be random, but Something More is one of my favorite songs off of that Stuck record. You also you reimagined a couple songs, Bad Reputation. I mean, was that more so you could own those songs now that you're independent, or did you just really love those songs and want to bring them back?
I really love those songs, and I love those particular versions of those songs.
Yes.
So, I love with something more. I love the more raw, emotional recording feeling than I love the big produced version records, whole orchestra vibe. I that demo always. It was not even a demo. That's the original day that I wrote the song. The one that I put on the Shine On record. That's the day that I wrote that. That's the vocal. That's the original inspiration for something more. And I felt like our fans had to hear that. I felt like it was something that they should hear. It was something that they should be able to listen to when they want, and it felt inspiring. So that's the good thing about being your own record label. If you feel that way, you could just do it and make it happen. Right? There's no rules. I don't have to go around asking anyone to do that.
Exactly. And speaking of, not speaking about bands that are really on the upswing right now, Kingdom Collapse, you guys are going out on the road with them May and June, right?
Oh, yeah. I think they're a great young band. They're working hard. And, there's relationships in there, too. There's Imran from Awake at Last, who fills in for us on guitar.
Yeah.
He's their booking agent. And Buck Cherry's manager, Larry Mazer, who we have a great relationship with Buck Cherry. We still play a lot of shows with them. They're one of the few big bands or larger bands that haven't kind of bought into canceling Adelitas Way. Right? They really didn't care what the industry had to say about the direction we were going. They really didn't fall into that whole Adelitas Way is independent. Let's alienate them. So many other bands fell into that. So many other bands were you realize who's your friends and who's not your friends when you go through a transition the way we went through, right?
Right.
And shout out to Buck Cherry and those guys for being loyal friends to us and doing whatever it takes to put on great shows. Because I think Buck Cherry also recognizes that when the two of us play together, we sell out venues. When Adelitas Way comes somewhere, the place is full of the max, and they didn't let anything get in the way of making the decision to continue to play with us, and we appreciate those guys. So that's how Kingdom Collapse ended up on the road with us.
Nice. That tour is gonna be fucking awesome. Good God, that band's their music is just good rock music, and then to put them on a bill with you guys, that's gonna be crazy good. So
we're looking forward to it. We always want to try to also pay it forward. Pay it forward to bands that have given us an opportunity. We want to give younger bands an opportunity. So we're always looking to give a great up and coming act an opportunity to come out and play in front of new fans.
That is awesome, man. And I guess what's the rest? I know you guys have the tour coming up. It's a good 2-month run, but what's the rest of the year? It's been 2 years since Shine On, man. Are we looking at more music this year? Up just came out.
The Rivals EP, which is one of our fastest growing EPs in our career. So we put out the Rivals EP right before Up, and it's one of the fastest growing EPs or records that we've had. We put Up out. We're going to put 5 more songs out this year, and we're going to combine the Rivals EP with the 5 new tracks, and we're going to release the next record. And already off of the releases that we've had, this is going to be one of our most successful records we've ever had in our career. And it's just great to be this deep into our career and continuing to say that we're breaking barriers, that we're continuing to have the most growth we've ever had, that we're continuing to defy the odds, and that we're continuing to be this late in our career and having the most momentum we've ever had. So there will be new music coming. We've already got tour dates booked from May to June, and now we just booked more dates in July. We're going to do another tour in July, and then the offers keep coming in, man. It's like even though there's a sector of this industry that almost blackballed us and blacklisted us, it's like our phone's been ringing off the hook. There is a side of the industry that's recognizing everything we're doing, and we're focused on that. We're not really focused on the people that aren't doing business with Adelitas Way. We're more focused on the people that are.
Well, you can't focus on the negative. You got to focus on the positive. It's like a new second career, a new era of Adelitas Way right now with the last few years. It's just so much fun to watch. And honestly, just a group of just good dudes that deserve all of it, you know, because you guys are one of the hardest working bands in rock. Always have been.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We do work hard, and it's a big focus for me to set my band up for their futures. You know, I want to make sure these guys have a fantastic retirement plan for the future. I want to make sure that that Trevor and Andrew are kind of set in the future, and that's the next goal for us. And you know, when we think about people that aren't doing business with us, we almost think that it's you know, they're missing out, right? We don't look at it like, oh man, we're not on the festivals, oh man, we're not on the radio. We look at it like, oh my gosh, can you believe that Notorious has 50 million streams and no radio played it? You know, like we almost look at it like we can't believe these guys, right? Yeah. It almost shows you why they're struggling and we're not.
Yep. And was Notorious, did that come out after you guys went independent? I can't remember. Was that one of your? I thought so.
Oh yeah. We own the masters to this. That's a smash hit for us. It's life changing.
Yes.
And it's the $1 million song, man. So we're happy to have that under our umbrella. And we're proud of it. One
of the wrestling companies I work for and work with, that is like the theme song for our wrestling promotion is Notorious. It's
I love it.
We love Adelitas Way. So yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yes, definitely, man. Man, hopefully I can catch you on one of the shows on this run or the upcoming ones over the summer, man, because I haven't seen Adelitas Way since you were with Fozzy about 6-7 years ago, I think. So it's
we're better than we've ever been. I'll tell you that. We're the best we've ever been right now. The momentum feels that way. Everything's going that way. Our tickets are selling more now than they ever had in our career. It's like that's why we're so proud. We're finally at the point where we show up to every venue and it's just a packed house, and it's like, look, man, nothing could stop us. Nothing could stop us, and they sure damn tried too.
Oh yeah, and they're not going to, because you guys are unstoppable. There's nothing getting in your way right now. It's a new era, new chapter, and man, again, you guys deserve it all, man. Thank you so much, and thank you for the just the kick-ass music, man. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. You know, we've got great support, and you know, it's all about the fans, and for us, we're just very blessed.
Absolutely, man. And man, keep in touch. We'll see you this year for sure, because live music's back, baby. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.
You bet, man. We'll see you. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.
You bet, man. We'll see you. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.
You bet, man. We'll see you. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.
You bet, man. We'll see you. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.
You bet, man. We'll see you. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.
You bet, man. We'll see you. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.
You bet, man. We'll see you. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.
You bet, man. We'll see you. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.
You bet, man. We'll see you. Love it.
Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you.